Doing business in India is an exciting and rewarding adventure. Nonetheless, there are certain customs that need to be considered. For example, when I first landed, I didn't understand that time is realized differently. The Western time schedule may be perceived as too aggressive and thus offensive.
Hello, Mr. Smith. It's so nice to finally meet you face to face.
Good morning, Dilip. Good morning.
I'm understanding from my predecessor, Divakar, that you had a French beard?
Oh, the goatee, yes. I shaved it off last week when the wife said it was time for a change. Oh, thank you, by the way, for the lovely basket in our room.
Oh, you're welcome. Please have a seat.
Unnecessary.
How's the airplane flight, all right?
Not bad for a long one. Like the food.
Oh, is your missus traveling with you?
Yes. She had just received her MBA, and it was a good time for her to come along. Taking a new job, matter of fact. Now, that's a copy of the contract I emailed you last week. Most of it is as we discussed. However, the firm's partners have made a few changes.
Oh, I'm curious. What school did your wife pass out of?
Graduate, University of Austin, Texas. She earned her MBA.
That is too good. You must be proud.
Yes. Let's focus primarily on the contract. We'd really like to sign the deal and get started.
Okay, I will get to it in just a moment.
I don't mean to rush you. It's just I actually have a meeting with a metal vendor in about an hour, and I want to make sure you and I have agreed.
I would love to approve the contract today. However, my MD is out of station for work.
You're managing director. That's fine. Let's just discuss the changes then. We really would like to get the orders placed by next week.
I have the updation, but I will look over these points, but I will not be able to revert to you until I have spoken to my cousin brother, Ravi.
Your cousin brother?
Yes, Ravi is the son of my oldest uncle, my cousin brother.
Oh, okay. We call that a first cousin, but why don't we just discuss the changes? I can get your verbal okay for now.
Certainly, we can discuss it. It must be nice having your wife with you.
It really is. Page 2, you'll find that to account for the dealer phone calls, we've changed the number of employees from 80 to 95. Now, we don't like to keep our dealers waiting, especially now that we're going to be calling India.
What do you think the CTC will be for that many?
CTC?
Cost to the company.
Well, there's 2 senior level employees. They both need full benefits, competitive salary. Everyone else is assembly, staff, support team.
So we can use freshers to fill in the support positions.
You mean entry-level personnel, yes.
Yes, and we must not forget about Diwali bonuses and lunches. They add about 6%.
Well, the CTC will still be in the price margin. That's fine. Great. Now, moving on page 4, the issue of timeline. This project, it's got to be done by October. My home state's our largest market, and we'd like to get the new stock of radiators out by spring so we can have them for the hot summer months.
This sounds like a really interesting scheme. We have to investigate all the possibilities. Also, my uncle Rahul is a local metal vendor. We should contact him for the best price in bulk metal.
Dilip, the contract really suggests we negotiate for the best vendor. Like I said, I already have a meeting scheduled, so.
Of course. But I can only verify my uncle. He will give us the best reliability.
Okay. I already have a meeting at.
Hello. Yes, Ravi bhai. Wonderful. ठीक है? ठीक है. We'll be there this afternoon. Thank you, bhaiya. Go ahead, answer it.
Wow.
But it is ringing. You must answer.
Okay. Hey, honey. I don't know. Well, you know what? Let me ask. Dilip, my wife needs a drawstring for a salwar. Do you know where she can possibly?
Try the fancy shop.
Great. What is that exactly?
A store that sells all sorts of sundries. There's one on the same block as your lodge, next to the bakery.
Wow. Okay. Honey? Yeah. Dilip says that there's a fancy shop next to the bakery. Great. Good luck. Great.
My cousin Ravi owns a wonderful hotel on the first floor above the vegetable market. Are you and your wife available to join us for lunch this afternoon?
I'd love to. However, I really doubt we'll have that kind of time.
We can discuss the contract. Also, I would like you to meet my cousin. I'll have my driver take you around.
Well, we've hired a car and driver. Would it be possible to meet you there?
Yes, if you prefer.
Great. Dilip, my company and I are really excited to be working with you and to be importing your radiators. Frankly, we need the superior product. I just hope you're still as interested in us as we are in you.
Of course, this is a beneficial tie-up for my company as well. We've spent many years designing this particular model.
That's great. I'll leave that in your care. I should get going to my other meeting. Can you give me the address to your cousin's? Despite its vast size, India remains something of a small town. People rely on people they know and trust, or who are recommended by people they know. So Indians like to make small talk before business. They enjoy getting to know each other and will often defer decisions to the more senior members of the company, or will sometimes consult their own family before finalizing a deal. Being patient and prepared to spend some time with your associates is just as important to business success as hitting a deadline. Wow, great. Fit right in.
Thanks. I found this in the marketplace. How was your meeting?
I'm nervous. Haven't agreed on anything yet. And, if we were in New York, we'd have had this done in 30 minutes. Had a deal signed, everything. Here, I don't know. Got a conference call with the investors in an hour. I can't tell them the deal's not signed.
I'm sure they'll eventually approve it. Your colleague has gone out of his way to be a gracious host. I got some chocolates for Dilip and his cousin.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah. Shopping here is really confusing. I went to the fancy store and everything's stacked to the ceiling. And then there's this guy at the front and he gets whatever you ask for. And then you have to negotiate the price, and I think I may have overpaid for everything. But there's so many street vendors in small markets, and I went to this big place called the Big Bazaar. And it looks like a supermarket, but there's no such thing as lines. You just have to push your way to the front.
So you did all right for your first day, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Everyone was really helpful, and I got the chocolates because I was standing there and I was looking really confused, and some lady asked if she could help me. And I was also able to find a home pregnancy test.
That's great. Home pregnancy test.
We have 2 pink lines.
Two pink lines. We're having a baby.
We're gonna have a baby.
We're gonna have a baby.
We're gonna have a baby. I knew my stomach wasn't upset because of the food, and I was right.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, honey, the car's here. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You're fine.
I'm fine.
Okay. 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 Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Let's just. Let's go.
I'm afraid Steve's approach is a little overbearing. He wants things done right away. Maybe difficult to deal with in the future.
I wouldn't worry too much. See how he's out of the office. These Americans tend to be very goal-oriented in the office, but more relaxed in a social setting.
Okay. And he's from Texas too. Perhaps he thinks he's George Bush. Hey, maybe they're lost. Not getting any mobile reception in here.
Hello. My name is Ravi Rao. What is your good name, please?
Steven Smith. Yes. Oh, yeah, sorry we're late. This is my wife, Leslie.
Good to meet you.
There you are. We were starting to worry.
Well, we gave the driver the directions, but we didn't tell him it was over the vegetable market, so got a little lost.
Steve, sir, this is my cousin Ravi.
We met.
These are for the both of you.
Thank you, Mrs. Leslie, and thank you both for coming. Please sit. Let me get you some idli and tea.
Mr. Rao, this is a lovely restaurant you've got here, right in the middle of everything.
It has been in our family for 3 generations. Kindly be seated. I'll let you talk while I check on lunch.
It's really nice to meet you, Mrs. Leslie. How do you like India so far?
I'm really enjoying myself. The people are lovely and everything's so colorful. I hope to see the Taj Mahal while we're here.
We'd love to show you the sights if you have the time.
Well, I don't know that we actually will, but if we do, yeah.
Well, in the meantime,
why not?
why don't we try some idli vada and sambar? But
That's delicious.
Uh-huh.
Idli is a steamed rice and lentil cake. The vada is like a donut. You dip them in the sambar.
Okay. That is good.
So Leslie, Steve tells me that you just passed out of graduate school.
I did. I can't believe I'm finally done. We're hoping to start our family soon. Do you have any children to leave?
Not yet. I hope to be blessed with many children one day, but for now I'm just concentrating on my business.
Have you ever visited the United States?
Sadly, no. Perhaps my fate will bring my missus and me to Texas one day.
I hope so. Are you married?
I'm not. My parents and the relatives in the village are looking for me. I'm wanting a homely wife such as yourself.
Homely?
Yes, someone who's happy staying at home, cooking, entertaining, and raising children.
Maybe you should start by not calling her ugly.
Do you think I mean unattractive? Oh no. I just want someone who's happy being home and doesn't mind being in a family.
Well, we thought you meant ugly.
Here are the dosas. You also eat them with sambar and chutney. When I was at school in Wyoming, I used to take a bus to Chicago just to get some dosas.
Do you mind if Ravi joins us? He spent a lot of time in America. He's sort of the family expert on states.
Of course.
I've been looking over your proposal. I think I can convince the boss to accept your terms. I just want to discuss the same with you.
Okay.
I noticed that it did not account for load shedding or later start or finish times. We need to make sure that you are flexible with deadlines. There may be times in the day when the power's out. Parallelly, what if a staff member were to attend a wedding or become seriously ill? This does not allow anyone to be out of the office for more than 2 days.
In the United States, a work week consists of 5 working days, 9 to 5. And 2 weeks paid vacation and holidays. Personal time really ought to be taken during the paid leaves.
Respectfully, sir, Indians do not take much time for Christmas. And here you have allotted 3 days.
What about Deepavali? I read that that's a very important holiday in India.
Yes, it is an important holiday for Hindus, but there are many different religions in India, and many of them need their own holidays.
Let's have 10 floating holidays. 2 weeks paid vacation. Flexible hours so long as it doesn't interfere with production.
That's a good start. Actually, with the casual leave and such, it's more like 15 days of holiday. We need to leave room for negotiation on an individual basis should they find themselves or a family member becoming seriously ill.
Beyond the 10 sick days.
Many Indians care for their elderly parents.
I'll see what could be arranged.
Other than those few items, I see no reason not to accept your terms.
Okay, so you'll sign the deal. Is there still something you're not satisfied with?
No, I believe we will sign the contract as soon as I can present it to my boss.
I'm sorry, you just shook your head no?
This is India. Be prepared to never be prepared. An angular head shake like this means yes. A non-angular head shake like this means no.
I'm confused.
If you ever have any questions, just ask.
Okay, I was worried you weren't going to close the deal.
And I was afraid that you wouldn't be flexible.
I'm so happy with you both.
While negotiating the radiator deal, I learned to engage in personal conversation before business, and that I should be respectful to the most senior member in the room.
Even if they're not directly associated with the business.
I also learned that business negotiations are sometimes a lengthy process, and establishing trust and friendship is paramount. A deal might be closed over a meal or sometimes even at an associate's house.
Indians are a highly educated, kind, warm, and gracious people.
And they are quickly gaining importance in the global marketplace. Understanding cultural nuances will only advantage my doing business in India.